So, I mean, over here, I mean, Chris Morris is a legend. I mean, he's. I'm just wondering about, because I'm just quite interested to know about his profile in America, if you knew much about him, and if you did then go back when you found out you're going to be working with him and watch, Brass Eye or the Day-to-Day, and what you made of it from an American perspective.
He had a lot to say. I didn't know who he was before I auditioned for the film. I watched Four Lions like the second time I auditioned, and then some of his more like Veep and all those like more commercial things, and then I watched his more provocative stuff. I mean, all of it is provocative, but I watched some of his like UK based television stuff, and I was like, he has a lot to say.
Yeah. Because I mean, the film, I mean, in some ways, I mean, it's looking at in some regards. I mean, there's so many themes at play, but how the system can fail some of the black community in America, and this is being approached now from a white English perspective. So I was just wondering if he gave you guys, the actors, a lot of input, because obviously there's things and nuances to living in America and growing up in America that only you guys would understand that he wouldn't understand. So I was wondering how collaborative he was in that regard.
He was very he was collaborative from the jump, though. Like, so from like, if we back up to like the first audition, me and Chris were like talking, and I think I came in and was like, oh snap, so these guys are like the Move organization in West Philly. And he was like, what's that? And so right off the bat, I think he's just one of those people who's constantly learning and finding and taking new information. And so whenever there was that idea, he was willing to listen, but also implement it. There are a lot of things I said that he ended up putting in there.
Yeah, because he's quite sort of known for being sort of thinking on the spot. I mean, I think he's always, across his career, if something comes into his head, he'll just shout it from behind the lens. Yep. Was that the case? Was there a lot of stuff here that happened kind of quite spontaneously? Yeah,
I mean, he would change things in the moment, come whisper something in somebody's ear, and then you see something new. He was quite like sort of spontaneous, and he just threw things out there.
And what was it like riding a horse? Have you done that before? Was this your first experience?
No. Everybody's so fascinated with the horse. I rode horses for 8 years. I know I'm black and it's not possible. No, I rode horses for 8 years. I'm joking. I rode horses for 8 years at summer camp. And my mom sent me to summer camp when I was a kid in Jersey, and I learned there. I learned how to do a lot of things there.
It must be, because I was going to say, because my follow-up question was if you hadn't, but obviously you have. But do you pick up so many skills as actors? I mean, some actors they have to learn how to ride a horse and learn how to like hold a big sword at the same time in these kind of period films and stuff. And I just wonder, I mean, having sort of got involved in acting, you looking forward to picking up kind of little skills and things along the way? Because I guess actors constantly wearing different masks, and with that come so many sort of small little skills and things that they would never otherwise have seen. Yeah.
I mean, I love picking up. I love finding old skills and like sharpening them again. Because I hadn't rode horses since I was like a teenager. So it was nice to like pick that back up and do it. But I love that. I can't wait until I get to shoot a gun. I've never shot a gun before. That's the next thing.
I was wondering too about the tone of the film, because I mean it is. I think we were sort of speaking before about how it's triggered by his optimism. Obviously, Moses' optimism is really kind of pushes the movie forward, and there is an element of hope to the film, but there is an undercurrent which is quite sad, and it always feels like everything is destined to not work in anyone's favour. And I was just wondering about, when you see the film, did you perceive it as being, because I mean, do we call this a comedy? Do we call it a drama? How do you perceive this film? Because it is funny at times, but it's very emotional and quite moving in others as well.
Yeah. You know, for American audiences, I think that's one of the toughest things, because the Americans don't really like understand satire as well. I think my family and friends saw it and they were like, is it a comedy? Is it a drama? Explain. For me, I see it as like both, you know, like it's a comedy until it's funny until it's not. You know, that's life though. Like all the good things, you're like laughing, but at some point the rug is pulled from underneath you. If I had to categorize it, maybe I would say it's a dramedy. But it is, I mean, it's very funny until it's not.
I know. So my last question, just what's next? Have you got any sort of projects lined up, or is there anything that you're...
Yes. Right now I'm working on a play on Broadway in New York with Brian Cox called The Great Society. And we run until January. And after that, there's a possible film lined up, but yeah, we'll see.
I was going to say, nothing could be as secretive as this. No, we didn't find out about this till about a month ago.
I know.
This film.
I know, and I've
Was
known
that quite hard not being able to talk about it with people?
I mean, it was quite strange. I didn't tell my family when I got the role. I only told my mom, and I told my mom not to tell anybody. And so we've been like sitting on an Easter egg for a while.
Yeah. Did she keep that promise?
She did. We did a screening in Philly for my family, and they were all like, "What?" They were like, "Oh, so you buying the popcorn too?" I was like, "Nah."
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey,